So there we are, everybody. That is the Tower of London from the outside, but we're actually going to go and head in. And we're going to see, hopefully, Oliver's swords. We're not going to be able to film the crown jewels, unfortunately, but we will be able to film, I think, everything else. So let's go and have a look, shall we?
I'm ready. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's go. Just a heads up before we pass into the gates of the Tower of London. Just be aware that this video does contain a lot of dark themes of death, torture, murder, betrayal and execution and more. So if you're sensitive to those things, obviously give this a miss. Otherwise, let's get inside the Tower of London. We are in, we're through the gate. If Arundel Castle is big, this is a whole new level. I have no idea what way to go. It's like a city within a city. I say we go down that way and see what goes on. The White Tower's through that way, I think. And you can also go down that way.
That's the exit way.
That's the exit way. Okay, so let's go down there and see what we can find. Yeah. We've got a map. Consult the map. Where are we and where do we need to go?
We are, let's get the right way up first of all.
It is big.
So we entered there, so we are sort of here.
Okay.
Ish.
So we're still on sort of like the outer walls.
Yes, we're sort of on this section here.
Yeah.
So we're
heading sort of along
this
there.
bit.
Okay, let's keep going. I am very tempted to go and check out what's in the bloody tower of 1225, it says on there. Should we go and have a look?
I'm up for exploring Bloody Tower, yes.
Let's go in. The White Tower, complete with a raven. To see that bit.
King Edward IV, and Queen Elizabeth. Their 12-year-old son, Prince Edward, 9-year-old Prince Richard, and their 5 sisters. On the 9th of April, King Edward dies. His eldest son, Prince Edward, travels to London to be crowned king. On the way, his uncle Richard takes control of the young king and takes him to the Tower. His mother and younger brother go to Westminster Abbey for safety. In May, Edward's younger brother Richard joins him at the Tower. They are seen playing in the garden. July, Richard III is crowned king instead of his nephew. 2 princes are never seen alive again. There is no evidence that the princes were murdered. King Richard III is challenged and is killed in the Battle of Waterloo. The winner becomes the first Tudor king, Henry VII. The new king marries Elizabeth, the sister of the missing princes. The rumours now become fact. Writers say Richard III definitely murdered them.
Treason throughout the whole tower.
Bloody now, bloody. This tower is renamed the Bloody Tower. In 1674, workers discover 2 skeletons by the White Tower. The king believes these are the princes and buries them at Westminster Abbey. In 1933, medical experts examined the skeletons and found they are the bones of 2 children. But there is no conclusive evidence these are the princes. We may never know what happened to them.
See where that person, see where lampposts
Scavenger. Oh, hello.
30 outside by that thing. The exit is slightly
I can't believe how huge they are. They're as big as almost like a seagull. These things are huge. Just they absolutely own the joint as well. No fear.
This one's a bit more photogenic, isn't he?
A little bit. He's put his back to me.
Come on. There you go. Is that a sound of of a warning that he's going to attack, or is he just like questioning you doing something?
Okay, how can I touch the ring?
You're not supposed to.
Oh my god.
Remember the warning, the ravens
I'm
may bite.
I'm standing completely still. I'm just going to back up ever so slightly.
Just a tad, just one step at a time.
The other one is stealing the entire bag of rubbish as well.
Yeah, just leave him to it. He doesn't want to be on camera. This one does.
It's actually a heist. We're filming a heist. Into the creepy tunnels we go. Or might get a bit gory in this bit just to warn people. Map. We are here. So we've been past the White Tower, we've walked along there. In here was the Walter Raleigh room. Underneath there somewhere was the torture room, which is a lot smaller than I imagined it would be. We're trying to work out how to get in there. That's what we're trying to do.
Okay.
So it might be that you have got to walk along the wall,
No, that's
I don't
the
know.
imprisonment of the tower.
Yes, but we
Yes.
only saw the basement of it. We didn't
did.
see the rest of it, and there's lots of people up there, so there must be a way to access it somehow. This place is very, very, very confusing. Crown jewels are in there, which we can't film, and we still need to go into the White Tower at some point. So
We've seen the ravens as well.
we have seen lots of ravens, basically mini raptors.
was taken from the tower by Aston Young and Watson, marched halfway up the hill. There we handed him over to the sheriffs of London, who took him the rest of the way. As he made his way up the hill, he was booed and jeered, pelted with rotten fruit, vegetables, cow dung, horse dung, anything else unpleasant to hand. It was a very, very nasty experience indeed, apart from the obvious conclusion to his morning. When he gets to the top of the hill, he can see a raised platform or scaffold on which was stood a man in a leather mask. This is what you're thinking about right now. This was, of course, the executioner. The condemned man would pay his executioner a small purse of money. He would deliver a final speech, fall to his knees, say his prayers, and when he was ready to die, he would give a word or a signal. The executioner would act on this, bringing down his axe, hopefully beheading his victim with one stroke. What was the case though? More about that shortly. The executioner would then pick up the severed and still bleeding head. Now this was a point of law. They had to demonstrate to the crowd that justice had been served. He loudly proclaimed to that crowd, "Behold, the head of a traitor. So die all traitors, God save the king." The crowd loved this bit. This is the bit they'd come to see. They'd repeat that last phrase, "God save the king," before going wild with excitement. Shall we try that on a Sunday afternoon? I've got no expectation. God save the king. One person. American? Yeah. It's a pretty pathetic effort all by yourself. Should we try that again? Okay, so they repeat the last phrase, then they go crazy. God save the king! Wow. I even said it twice. They could follow simple instructions. They would repeat that last phrase. I can't be bothered to do it anymore, but they would repeat the last phrase. Thank you, sir. I'm glad you're here. Their heads were then taken down and boiled in brine. This was to preserve them. They could last for up to 25 years like that. They were then dumped in tart and covered in the spice cumin. Now, birds don't like the spice cumin, so this stops them pecking out the eyeballs and the flesh from the severed head, which was then placed onto a soldier's pike and carried through the streets of London in that direction towards London Bridge. Are there any other Americans here? I suspect there might be. Hello, you're very welcome. It's lovely to see you all. For your benefit and your benefit only, the bridge over there is not London Bridge. It's got two towers. It's next to the Tower of London. I don't know how easy you want us to make this. That bridge down there is called Tower Bridge. London Bridge is the first one you come to in that direction. Now, in those days, that was the only bridge across the Thames, and so the heads were left displayed above the gateway entrance, a sign of the fate that would await all who would be traitors. Meanwhile, the headless corpse was taken down from up there, placed into a small handcart, and brought back inside the tower, where it was hastily buried in an unmarked grave in our chapel.
get grumpy. It's all on the floor, turn over the board.
We've been sort of saving it, but we're now going in the White Tower, which I assume is like the main. I mean, this is the Tower of London, really, but
This is the main part.
this is the main bit. So let's head in. I've got no idea what's in there, so
We're gonna learn that together, bro.
I am somewhat disappointed that up to this point I've not yet seen a single sword. So let's hope there might be some in there.